Hi, I'm Todd Tackle, the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, folks, I would love to tell you that Mother Nature is cooperating with us around here in the tri-state area, but as you well know, it hasn't. I mean, we even saw snow again in parts of the area on Sunday morning. But it now looks like we've turned the corner, and yes, you can take that to the bank because the weatherman has told you that. Hopefully, the deposit doesn't run out, if you know what I mean. But it does look like we've turned the corner, though. It looks like the significant temperature changes and significant cold fronts are going to start to dwindle and decrease from here on out. When we get cold, we'll probably drop down into the 50s and lower 60s. But again, what we're looking for is consistency, and that's not what we had this past week. And that definitely impacted the bite around the area. Area lakes, honestly, was quite tough. Even in the Big Stone area. They had the big tournament up there, a professional tournament, and very few of them caught walleyes in the 3 to 4 days of pre-fishing as well as the tournament. So very tough bite around the area. Dry Lake, a few walleyes being caught there. Also Henry, Thompson, Ponset, also Bitter and Wabe. But again, you have to work really hard, or you had to work really hard this past week to get that bite. The Missouri River continues to do well around, up and down the river. Whether or not you're fishing from the boat or from shore, it looks like the shore bite is starting to taper off now. But guys are having quite a bit of luck pulling plugs out there. And really, the Selmo Hornets have been working well as the Berkeley Flicker Shads. Those have been two plugs that guys have been using out there of late. As far as the panfish bite is concerned, that's really been impacted by the inconsistent weather and really not much in the way of crappie bite is concerned. Again, the lilacs haven't started blooming yet, so we still got that to look forward to. But again, a few being caught at Beaver, also at Scott Slough, occasional crappie being caught at Madison as well as Vermilion. Thompson and Ponset have also produced a few crappies as well. And really what's, how they're getting them, it's just jigs and minnows underneath a bobber or even on a crappie rig. In this week's version of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about swim baits. We've been mentioning them on the report lately, and a lot of people have been asking about them, like the walleye assassins or even the gulp minnows or the pulsars from beef fishing. Obviously, those are plastics, and then you have to put them on a jig, and sometimes people find that rather difficult, to say the least. And that's why I want to make sure that you know there's other options out there for you, options that are what we call pre-rigged, that already have the plastic on the jig for you. So all you have to do is tie the jig to the line and start fishing. Some of the companies that offer that, Powerbait has a new version out this year, the swim shads. Also, Calcutta has their flash foil shads out. And then, as you can see behind me, mimic minnows from Northland has probably been the most popular and consistent bait that we've sold throughout the years that we've owned the store. This year we also offer a variety that comes with a blade on it, so adding a little bit more flash. So again, folks, if you're looking for throwing swim baits and it's difficult for you to get that piece of plastic on the jig, stop on by and take a look at these pre-rigged jigs, and it will make life a lot easier and still be just as successful if you were using anything else. So again, Northland, Calcutta, as well as Berkeley all have three different versions of their pre-rigged shads. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, please send it to me. Send it to Todd at DakotaAngler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. And folks, before I end this week's report, I want to kind of address a rumor that's been going around that a lot of areas are struggling to find tackle as far as fishing inventory is concerned. Well, as you can see, if you've been here at the store anytime soon, or anytime recently, I should say, you know that we're not struggling for inventory. We have plenty of inventory on hand, and hopefully we'll have on hand throughout the entire summer. So if you haven't been here recently, stop on by here at the store, or if you can't, just check us out on the web, because all our inventory is reflected currently on the website as well. And if you're wanting to order something, we'll ship it out to you the next day. If you have any questions, give us a call at 605-336-9132. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report for Dakota Angler. I'm the owner, Todd Tackle, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next weekend again. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy and stay safe.